We've been married for 44 years now, and one thing marriage has taught me is that it's not true about women being multitasking. The times I've told her to sit down and shut up, she hasn't been able to do it yet. But she is quite understanding, really. I mean, the other night I came back at 2 in the morning, and I was being as quiet as I could, but I didn't going up the stairs. And this microphone's keep going off. Too close, too far.
It's the wife.
I'm going to hold it sideways, let's try that. Anyway, I was making a bit more noise going up the stairs than I intended, and Janet's voice came down. What are you doing at 2 o'clock in the morning? I said, I'm just trying to get this 5 litres of lager up the stairs. She said, well, can't you leave it down the bottom and do it in the morning? I said, no, I've drunk it. Anyway, she is quite understanding, not like my pal Bob. His wife is very suspicious of all his movements. In fact, he told me every morning he gets up, he goes out the house, 7:30, puts his coat on, walks out the door. She never says a word. He does the same thing at night. She says, where do you think you're going? But I think what made her suspicious at her first marriage didn't go well. Her husband was a bit of a womanizer. In fact, he did confess on his deathbed that he'd had an affair with her sister. But she said she already knew, that's why she poisoned him. But thinking about being poisoned, well, you know, it's a horrible way to go. I thought, when I go, I should like to go like my grandfather, peacefully asleep, not like he's passing screaming in terror. But I often think, when I die, Janet will be upset and in a mess, because for 44 years she's had someone who's looked after her, served her hand and foot. And so I'm worried that perhaps when I go, she won't have anybody to look after her. So I said, Janet, when I go, I want you to marry again. I don't care whether he wears my clothes, I don't care whether he uses my golf clubs, as long as you've got somebody to look after you. She said, well, your golf clubs are no good, he's left-handed, and his clothes won't fit him. But I'd like to thank you for listening to me and talking about my friends and family and laughing at them. It's very good of you. I'd like to finish with this song dedicated to my wife Janet. I've never sung in public before, so I hope you'll put up with it. My darling, come to me, sit you down easily, here by the warm firelight. Cold is the night, but warm is my heart with pride, having you by my side. You're still my guiding light, after all these years. Your soft, assuring ways, the rock I lean on, for me through my darkest days, when all hope seemed gone. You're still the only one I'll ever hold near, and I love you after all these years. Time for me past is gone, and I'm growing old. A lifetime nearly gone, and days to unfold, days dark and cold. But holding your hand in mine, though feeble with age and time, the light of love still shines after all these years. And I love you after all these years. Thank you.